Welcome to EPG Pathshala. This is Dr. Deepak Rajarao, Assistant Professor Computer Forensics from National Institute of Criminology and Forensic Science, MHA, New Delhi. Today we are going to discuss about an overview of cybersecurity issues. In this session, we will be discussing about the definition of cybersecurity, identify the target threats, the different categories of threat actors, cybersecurity types, threat tools, threat vectors, etc. In order to know about security, cybersecurity especially, cybersecurity is nothing but protecting from incidents like cyber attacks. Cyber security incidents like data security, compromising the critical infrastructure and communication system are increasing day by day. According to Data Breach Investigation Report of VeriSign 2015, there are 79,790 security incidents happened across 61 countries in the year 2014. If you take India, there are 200% increase in cyber attacks every year according to the National Crime Record. These incidents create multiple impact on the functioning of organization, the rising range of security breaches, the negative perception of the security and safety of cyberspace have created substantial increase in the information technology security budget of the government, corporates, individuals, which has an impact on social development. There are several challenges that need to be addressed and better understanding of cybersecurity is required. To provide the answer, a far better understanding of variety of aspects of cybersecurity landscape is needed. Let us discuss about the definition. We have several definitions that is explaining about the cyber security incidents. In general, we can say cyber security refers to securing information technology system and protection of computer, network, program and codes from unauthorized access, amendment or destruction. It includes the cyber security includes protection of programs, codes, the data, the database of the organization. Not only the program data, it also includes the hardware of the organization, the standalone computer, the network, the router, the devices that connect to the internet, all comes into this. Cybersecurity is the collection of tool, policy, security concern, security safeguard, guidelines, risk management, approaches, actions, training, best practice, assurance, technology that can be used to protect the cyber environment and organization and users' asset. National Institute of Standards and Technology, shortly called NIST of United States of America, define threat as any circumstance or event with the potential to adversely impact organizational operations, which includes mission, function, image or reputation, organizational assets or individual thoughts and information system via unauthorized access, destruction, disclosure, modification of information and or denial of service. Let us discuss about the identification of threat targets. Who are all the threat targets? The threat targets can be simply defined as individual, corporate or government. In actual, there are four main categories of interest. They include individual, that is an individual who will have his privacy, freedom of speech, access to service and physical security. Threat actor can be simply identified as individual, corporate and government. Individual will have his own data, his reputation, his freedom of speech and his personal security. Whereas government, it is the entity which will control all the working of the citizens' rights and it will maintain the law and order and peace in the country. And the corporate, which will be having business motive and profit motive. All these three has got their own cyber security issues. If their security is breached, they will have an impact on all others and each other. Any threat if you take that will compromise the basic crux of information security, that is confidentiality, integrity and availability. Confidentiality means making the information not visible or understandable to others. Integrity means keep the data in its own content. That means the data will not be altered whenever it is or any way the system thinks. Availability, whenever the user wants the data or the information or the hardware, it must be available to the legitimate user. The first type is unauthorized access threat. This will compromise confidentiality, integrity, availability, all the three crux of the information security. The next is destruction threat. This will compromise the availability of data. That means the data will not be available once it is destroyed. No one can access or get the data back. Sometimes the destruction done to a website, defacement of website will be done by this method. The next type is disclosure threat. This will compromise the confidentiality and modify the information. This will take the information out of the system and it will be given to others. Finally, the fourth one, modification of information threat. Here the integrity is compromised. Denial of service threat. Here availability is compromised. A transparent link is established between cyber security threat, resultant threat variates. However, this does not mean the threat type are mutually exclusive or dependent. For example, unauthorized access can be used as an overarching threat type that may lead to any of the other four threat type. A predator who has unauthorized access to the information or an information system can destroy either or both and disclose or modify the information itself. Denial of service could theoretically be accomplished without gaining access. Unauthorized access, although the use of botnet means the predator first needs unauthorized access to other computer before being able to leverage them for a DDoS attack. Let us discuss about the categories of threat actors. Who are all the threat actors? Threat actor may be an individual or a group of people who can perform any attack on others. There are major three types of actors. They are state, profit motive criminals and hacktivist. State, if you take state as an example, which will have its sponsored attack on other state or individual. For example, Russia attacked Estonia and tried to control its IT infrastructure. Apart from that, there is also a state-sponsored attack on Iran. Some countries try to stop the nuclear reactor functioning of Natanz nuclear reactor in Iran. This is a good example of state-sponsored cyber attack. Then the next category is profit-driven criminals. Their primary motive is to make profit or financial gain. Now it has become like a service. People who don't have technical knowledge about cyber attack will also do cyber attack on others. For example, Nigerian frauds. People don't have that much knowledge about technology of computer, functioning of computer, use the human weakness by doing social engineering with the technical background. Apart from that, there are sites like dark code which offer service and tools for a simple individual to use these things for attacking others to gain profit. Good example is credit card frauds. Stolen credit card informations are available easily over net, and individuals use this to use money from this credit card of others. The final category is hacktivist or extremist. These people try to attack other site for some cause. So, for example, Anonymous, the group called Anonymous, they try to hack the site thinking that they wanted to teach a lesson to others. Let us discuss about the cyber security threat tools. The widely used and familiar tools are malware, trojans, ransomwares, POS malwares, botnets and exploits. Let us discuss each of these tools separately. Malware. Malware is shortened of malicious software. That means it has different products under it, that is virus, worms, etc. Malware is used widely to attack and penetrate into others' computers. There are great increase of different variant of malware every year. The amount of malware continued to extend greatly day by day. According to Europol, the changes in the production of malware are increasing rapidly in scale and sophistication. Around 1 million malware infections happen each month in a developed country. The change in the production of malware are increasing rapidly and in scale and sophistication. People try to find patch or a solution for one malware, but within few days there is a new variant of malware that will control and destroy the functioning of the computer. The second type is Trojan horses, shortly called Trojans. Trojans is a name after the wooden horse from the Greek mythology. In Greek, the king want to win a war by sending some elite force in a wooden horse, and this particular elite force will come into action when everybody is silent in the particular place. That means this Trojan horse, this digital Trojan will also act like that. Whenever we download any tool, game, audio, video file from any malicious site or unfamiliar site, that will have a kind of code which can take control of our computer. It will capture all our keys, it is called keylogger. These keys will be captured and will be sent to the command and control of the Trojan creator. He may get to know what we are typing, what password we are typing, everything he can know and he can use it accordingly. 95% of hacking takes place because of these Trojans. Some Trojans can replace the existing system file executables with malicious version and other application to system to which may control from remote location. They are very difficult to detect using the protected malware detection mechanism. And the next tool is the most familiar and current tool that we are talking is ransomware. Ransomware, as its name suggests, it has something called ransom. That is, the operator will lock the system by encrypting all the data with a strong key, and you will be denied access to the system or the data that you are working. If you want to unlock the particular data that your system, the operator will ask huge ransom of money in the form of Bitcoin. Bitcoin is a variant of digital currency or cryptocurrency. According to Europol, approximately 65% of law enforcement agencies in European Union have encountered some form of ransom, and nearly 30% of victims of CryptoLocker and CryptoWall ransom paid the ransom to get their key. The payment has to be done using Bitcoins. The Bitcoins you have to buy through online, and it is not acceptable in many of the countries. The next tool is point of sale, that is shortly called POS malware. POS malware copies ATM card information from customer through checkout system utilized in retail shops. The famous attack that happened is at the Target retail, that is in US. Customers' data, especially credit card data, were stolen from the Target database. The malware is configured to hook into the payment application program responsible for processing payment transaction and extract system memory for full track data. Then we will be talking about the next tool is botnets. Botnet is remotely manageable malware. This is also being infected by downloading unwanted, unnecessary or suspicious websites downloadable informations. This botnet will not directly harm the individual computer, but it will sit in the system and try to attack other system based on the information given by the command and control of the botnet creator. They can launch DDoS, that is distributed denial of service attacks, and transfer huge volume of spam, phishing mails, emails with malware attachment, mining cryptocurrency. Botnets will infect thousands of computers at a time, and when the command is given by the operator, this malware will send huge packets to the designated target site and make the target not to function properly or make the server to crash. Finally, we have a tool called exploit. Exploit are the software, data or commands that exploits the hardware and software's vulnerability for processing of creating undesired functions. All softwares or hardware that were created has its own flaw or vulnerability. This vulnerability can be exploited if you know the knowledge of this flaw. Even the program creator or the hardware manufacturer, they themselves don't know what is the flaw and which exploit can exploit this particular vulnerability. There are some group of people who work only for this purpose, and they try to find what are the vulnerabilities available. Once it is found, it is called zero-day vulnerability. there are hacking sites which offers this type of zero-day vulnerability that can be used to exploit the different systems. Exploits are not malicious by per se. A completely automated exploit toolkit search for unpatched vulnerability on victim's device for the purpose of downloading malicious content. The toolkit called CAT that can take control of all the vulnerability, send exploit and make use of the system for its own purpose. The next topic that we will discuss now is cyber security threat types. There are 5 types of threats based on the principle of information security triad. Information security triad is nothing but confidentiality, integrity and availability. Confidentiality keeps the system information secure, confident, not reachable to others. Integrity maintains its originality, that means no software or no person will change without the permission. Availability, that is whenever you want to access the data must be available for the users, legitimate users. The hackers who try to take control of your system will compromise all this, that is he will compromise confidentiality, integrity and availability. He may not allow you to access those data, he may change the data or he may take the secret data in his hand. The next topic is cyber security threat vectors. There are different cyber security threat vectors available, but the 2 major cyber security threat vectors are Internet of Things and mobile devices. Internet of Things is nothing but the smart devices that interact with each other. Nowadays we have smart cars, smart air conditioners, smart refrigerators and smart TVs. These devices will interact with each other so that the users can be made comfortable. The AC will start before you reach based on the information that your mobile phone sends to the AC. So, the cyber criminals will try to exploit this communication which has got no permission from the users. So, once these devices are compromised, then the attacker can do whatever he wants. He can take your pictures from the smart television without your permission. He can listen what you are talking and he can watch the activity, and even the car can be controlled by others. Next attack vector is the mobile device. All individuals use mobile devices, that too the smartphone devices. Smartphone can be infected easily with high grade malicious codes. Once these devices are compromised, it can track you where you are going, it can get to know what you are talking with others, and it can record your audio video without your permission, and whenever you do any banking transaction using your mobile, that can also be compromised. In this session, we discussed the definition of cyber security. We discussed about different threat attacks, threat targets, tools, types, etc. Organization needs tough measures for information handling procedure to keep up integrity and confidentiality of sensitive data based on their security policy, must boost their method of cyber security through awareness and training. Awareness and training plays an important role. The organization must take sufficient measures so that their employees made aware what to be done and what not to be done. Whenever you do any banking activity, the bankers must also insist on the customers to be secure, how to manage their account, especially their net account. Management must be made accountable for cyber security. That is, if there is any incident, there must be one person who is accountable for that, so that necessary action can be taken. Thank you.